looking at a project tracker, which we're not right now, I believe if you look at your POs in the tree view, the little shopping cart will have a check mark if you've received your PO.
Your check mark is red or green?
I think it's red.
Oh, good. Sweet.
Yeah. Colors aren't always, I don't know what you think they should be. To me, it should be green because you've received it, but I think it's red.
Is there a way to go back and delete what you've already done so you can go back in and do it again?
So, are you talking about in your receipt?
Yeah, like the second packing list. I don't understand where it's coming from. Something's not right. So I want to get out of this screen. I can just refresh it and it will.
You can try, and if have you put a receipt line on it or no?
No.
Okay, so
I just cleared it.
I was gonna say you can use the eraser and clear it.
Okay, all right, I'll try that.
Now I will say though, when you go in and put your PO number in there to go through the receiving process again, you might want to search on the pack slip. Hey, here we are. You might want to search on the pack slip again to make sure that it didn't save that pack slip to the PO. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's just weird. I don't understand. So let me ask you this: once you receive it in, it should come off the purchase order search screen, correct?
No.
Okay.
No. So when you search your POs, you can search them by status.
Okay.
So you can search it by open, closed, or all. But when you do all and you search, it's going to show you everything. And
okay.
In there.
All right.
Actually, let me think about that. You might be right. It might not be searchable once you've received it. Okay, so has everybody been able to do at least one receipt?
Yes.
Okay. So now when you look at, please don't. Your project tracker, to Amy's point, I believe you have a red checkbox over your shopping cart. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to ship our goods to our customer. So if we go into shipping and receiving again, in general operations, and we're going to do customer shipment entry. So I'm doing a new pack because I'm doing a new shipment. So I'm going to do File, New Pack. I don't have a PCID, so I'm not putting that in there. I'm going to put my order number in. Again, I can look at my project tracker to see what my order number is. And tab. And now I need to put the lines that I am shipping to my customer on here. So I'm going to do File, New Line. Put in my order number again. It brings over the customer PO. I can search on which lines and releases I want to ship. So, does it ship this one? And my bin didn't come over, so I need to put my bin number on there, which is general again. And I don't know my lot number, which is fine. I can search on that as well. Display all lots. And here's my lot number. So I can say okay. And because I'm shipping the full 3,000, my shipped complete checkbox is already checked for me.
So, Lauren, let's go back to the lot number where you actually looked it up. Click on that again.
Yeah. You have to check this box of display all lots.
And then
And then,
search.
yep.
So, what's going to be in there when I have 500 lot numbers in there? How am I going to do it?
So this lot number that you're shipping is the lot that was received for that whole PO. You'll only have one lot.
Okay. So it's only going to be specific to that project.
To that purchase order, correct.
Okay.
When we have the PCID feature working, that's when you would have, you could have a list of, different PCIDs that you're shipping. But again, we're doing this manually right now so that you can kind of understand how everything looks and how it flows and that kind of stuff. This will be done where warehouse personnel has a scanner. They're scanning the barcode. And all of this stuff is going to be filled in from the barcode label with the PCID and the lot and all that kind of stuff.
When I did mine, I didn't have anything in when I searched for my lot, I didn't have anything, so I just hit next lot. Is that okay?
It is just to get you through the process. It could have been that when you received it, it says lot is required, and maybe you said no. I don't know. I'd have to look at it later and see.
Okay. I don't think I did, but
Now, Jessa, I will say though, if you click on the lot search and you don't have this checkbox checked,
yeah,
then it will probably be empty.
I had it checked.
Okay.
Weird.
Did you have the same warehouse? The general warehouse? Because I forgot to do that to switch the warehouse where I received it, and that was my issue.
Right. Oh yeah. Sorry. Good call, JJ. Yeah, you do need to change the warehouse and make sure that it's the same one you received in.
Yeah, it's oh. And then, so before I asked you, I tried to go back to my receipt entry and look up that PO. And I don't know, how do I view it without entering a new line?
You need to know what the PO number is and then search on the pack slip. If you're going back to your receipt, you'd want to enter in the PO number and then search for the pack slip.
but
Can I ask a quick question?
Of course.
When I pulled up the correct part and everything, is it correct in where it doesn't say the exact quantity we received in? Because I changed it from the order quantity.
It's a great call. So I wasn't going to get into this detail, but since it's happened, we will. So that dashboard that I showed you guys earlier of the PO, hold on, where did it go? PO quantity difference. We had this dashboard built because your purchase orders aren't directly linked to your sales order. So if you receive over on your, in your materials, you're going to want to go and update that sales order line release in order to ship all of those goods. So for me, I know, actually I can just look at my project, and I know that if I look at my purchase order, I have this one that says 1600 with this part number ending in 81. And that is this first line. So I would want to go into my sales order, into my line, and I want to change this order quantity to 1600.
Would you have to do that step? Instead, I ask because if you change the ship quantity to, I ordered 200 and then I received in 201, if you just do that and enter that as a shipment, does that mess anything up? Will corporate be flagged, or will it just go through smoothly that way?
I'll have to practice it. I don't remember if it barks at you and says that the quantity doesn't match the sales order.
Okay.
I'll play around with it tonight though and see.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll mess around and see what happens. So on your customer shipment entry, like I said, if you did the quantity of what you received in, it will automatically check this shipped complete. And if this was all I was going to ship today for them, I can go to the summary and I can mark this as shipped. I could also, attach a certificate of compliance or, whatever I wanted to on there. If I know I'm going to charge them, $75 for this shipment, I can do a new miscellaneous charge, pull down freight, and come over here to my charge amount and put $75, and then I can mark it as shipped.
I got another random question with that in regards to adding the freight. Do you
Sure.
need to know that information before marking it as shipped, or is it still okay? Like later on, you get a freight invoice and then you add it to the order or what have you?
So you can go about it different ways. If you put it on, if you mark this as shipped, and let's say everything else was attached to this that was needed to be for the billing department to verify the shipment and go ahead and invoice the customer, then you wouldn't be able to come, obviously if it gets invoiced the next day or whatever, you wouldn't be able to come back and add the freight on here. You can mark it as shipped. Well, actually, unship this real quick. If I was to put here freight, include freight, and mark that, and then I accidentally did this, it's not going to go to be billed unless that freight's on there.
Okay.
So and you can also put that flag on your customer. So if your customer requires that the freight be billed with the shipment, meaning the invoice for the material, you can flag that on your customer itself, and nothing will get billed until that freight's been added.
Gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I have a question. So on the screen that you're on now, and this line has shipped, and we have another line to ship. Do we go straight up and do new pack, or do we? What would be our next steps?
So if I wanted to ship another line,
Yeah.
then I would do, I can't because I've actually already marked this as shipped and closed it. But you would do new line.
So new line would be if your PO has multiple lines, correct?
Right, so if I was gonna ship if I was gonna ship all 3 of these lines on my sales order, then,
Okay, then I asked the wrong question. So if it's not a new line that I want to ship, but it's a new purchase order, is that right?
new sales order to your customer?
Yeah, like, so, we created I have 2 different suppliers on here. Now I want to ship my other supplier.
Okay, that's fine. You would still keep them in the same pack because it's going to one customer.
Okay, so from here, how would I do my other order? Because I don't see that on my note, on the alpha sheet. So
Okay.
I just want to make sure I don't close out of something.
All right, you should, hold on. I just reopened mine. So you should be able
What'd you do there? You went
if you go to actions and open.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So if I want to ship another line, I would just go to file, new line.
But then if I wanted to ship another supplier,
Suppliers have nothing to do with this.
or I mean sales order.
If you want to do another sales order, then that needs to be a new pack.
Okay, that's my question. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Lori, I'm sorry if this was already asked, but if we're shipping and we don't mark it as shipped, can we go back in later then and add the freight? Is that so? Even if it's a week later, that's not an issue.
Yeah, no, you can leave this open as long as you want to. Just don't mark it as shipped, because what will happen when you mark this as shipped, it's going to show up on the billing dashboard as eligible to be billed. If there's not other things holding it up. So then they'll go in and they'll look for shipment verification stuff to go ahead and invoice the customer. So you don't want to mark it. This will still generate the pack slip to go with the goods to the customer and all of that. But you don't want to mark it shipped until you know you're actually ready for that shipment to be invoiced.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. One more question. So when I jump over to my project tracker, does it show where something was shipped or no? Because I don't see, like my tree. Is there something in the tree that shows where something's shipped?
I believe it will show when it's invoiced.
Okay.
But if you were to look at your sales order and go to the line that you shipped, so like I shipped my line 3, it will show, well, it should show, oh, I didn't mark it as shipped. But if you marked yours as shipped, it would show shipped quantity there in that, on your sales order.
Did there. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Sure, you bet. I'm going to stop sharing. I have another 1.5-hour meeting right behind this one. So I will be sending out, or Bhavna will be sending out the homework assignment, which is basically going to be just what you guys did this last homework assignment, without the crazy, scary date in there that throws people off. And then we will we'll pick up tomorrow with some other little dashboards, trackers, and things to see with what you've done thus far.
Laura, you'll run the PO suggestions, right, at the end of the day for the homework?
Yeah, I can. I'll run it tonight. I don't know if I don't know how gung ho everybody's gonna be to be back in the system that quickly.
Yeah, no
Um,
problem. Just
but
wanted to confirm for Vicky.
And I know a lot of you guys just ran them on your own. That's fine too. So if you'd rather me not do it and you want to do it, you figure out who does it from your office. I'm all on board with that too. Just let me know. Otherwise, yeah, I'll run it, around 5 p.m. Eastern time. If anybody has any questions or needs any extra time or whatever, wants to set up some one-on-ones, feel free to reach out to Trisha, to Paula, to myself, and we can get those set up so that you get a little bit more of a comfort level with what all's going on. And to be completely transparent, I have to use the restroom before I have to do this next call. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.